Hello everybody, welcome back to Wake Forest Demon Deacon Football here on JT Plays Everything Sports and Gaming on YouTube. No face cam this time, data for GTA, gonna take a little break, gonna try and readjust it. If I did it on the desktop in my room, it'd be a lot easier, I wouldn't have to look up, but getting that fixed. Welcome back to Wake Forest Demon Deacon Football. It is 2015. We are 1 year away from real life, and we're going to complete it before college football, I think, even gets to the halfway point in real life. So we're going to catch up pretty quick. But weeks 1 and 2, if we go over to the Wake Forest schedule, you're going to see here weeks 1 and 2, we have a bye week. And we do that by hitting RB. And team schedule for 2015, there you go. Bye week after bye week for weeks 1 and 2. So our first game is technically not until week number 3 against Vanderbilt Commodores at BB&T Field. So we do get a home game to open the first 3 games, it looks like. And one of those is NC State and then Indiana. NC State, I think we could handle. Vanderbilt, we should handle no problem. Indiana could be a little tougher. But that's our schedule. So weeks 1 and 2, it's all about recruiting. We're going to cover both weeks in this episode. If you enjoy any part, like, comment, share, subscribe. Do whatever you feel is necessary. If you know any football fans, tell them. If you know anybody Wake Forest alumni fans, tell them it's about to get going. So weeks 1 and 2, we are going to have some scouting to do. Team needs, that's what we're going to look at. So first things first, we're just going to adjust every single person that we need or we may be looking at to 500. It's on a scale of 0 to 500. 500 being the most important. And then, of course, team needs going down. Maybe 250 is in the middle. You're kind of on the fence about them. And then anything less than that is 0. But it looks like we've ran out of points already. So we're going to have to do some self-adjusting here. And this is going to take a while. So hope you guys grab your popcorn and drinks. It's gonna take a little bit to do all this, but it shouldn't take too long. Scouting's been really good for college football, and if they ever made a new college football, that would absolutely be crazy nice. I know they're making new NASCAR, but new football, college football, that would, I think, be even better. I think you guys would enjoy that. And it would touch a bit more fan base. So, I'm going to cut the video here, guys. And we are, well, I'm not going to cut it, but I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to fast forward this part of the video. Maybe throw in some music. And I will catch you guys when all this recruiting is done. Because, trust me, I don't think you want to see all of this. But after we're done, we're going to highlight some guys from week 1 and 2. And we'll go from there. So we're covering both weeks. I will see you guys in just a bit. Alright guys, we are back. We've just about finished recruiting here. You see we're missing 4 spots. A couple of them are 70 overalls. But trust me, recruiting gets only easier after this week. We already have our base players, and some might recruit out of the gate. So, unfortunately, we're not going to have points to scholarship. We're not going to have points for offering scholarships or scouting, but we'll have a lot of that done in week 2, so hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it took a little bit of time, but that's recruiting, and I forgot to mention some standouts, so actually, let's go back into recruiting. We have everything done. Let's go ahead and punch out some key guys here. First off, we're going to start with this guy right here, Kevin Turner. He's a cornerback from Lincoln Park. I'm gonna say Michigan, MI. Could be Mississippi, could be Michigan. Don't quote me on that, but he is a 4-star cornerback coming out of high school. He is an absolute beast so far already. 82-man coverage, B zone coverage, and B press coverage. He has 93 acceleration, 88 jumping. His tackles a little less to be desired. But he has overall B. Overall, I would say maybe a B- to a C+. But he's one of our top guys we're looking at. Next up, Jonathan McNeil. He is a kicker out of Havelock, North Carolina. So he's a Carolina boy. Right now he's choosing us over UNC, which is a big, big win. But his kick pound, kick accuracy, not really over the top, but we'll have a couple guys like that anyway. Our third and final guy we're looking at is the athlete, David Daniels, out of Hinesville, Georgia. Right now we're 4th behind Indiana, who we play week 2, Michigan State, Arkansas, and we're ahead of Mississippi State. So we're not doing too bad, but athletes, guys, if you don't already know, can cover anything and anyone. Right now his speed, acceleration, his jumping, his elusiveness. He might be a good running back for us if we can't find anyone. So with that said, that will cover week 1's recruiting. I said it gets easier after this. Trust me, it does by a lot. We're going to go to week 2 now. Remember, if you're enjoying any part of the episode, leave a comment down saying what should I improve on during the video or whatever the case may be. But we're going to move on to week number 2 as soon as the college football processes, signing commits, recruiting, week 1 guys that play, and all that, because we don't play till week 3. We open against the Vanderbilt Commodores. Should be a good one, and it's about finishing up. So we're heading off into week number 2 with an 0-0 record. Expect that obviously through week 3, but it should be interesting. Who's in the top 25? Who lost, who won. We'll check out the ACC standings, Atlantic Division, because we're in that. I think it's the Atlantic anyway. I'm pretty sure it is. But we'll check out the standings, and we'll check out anything to do like that. So, without further ado, you see recruiting's already done, 5,000 out of 5,000. Let's go ahead and see if we can adjust anything. We had 24 team meets. We still do. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop 50 here to each and every guy that we have put points towards, maybe to get them persuasive or anything like that, but all this is basically going to scholarships. We want them to know, hey, we're looking at you, we think you'd be a great fit. Even if they're not the best, they can still somehow find a diamond in the rough. You see this guy, we're tied with him, Roderick Elliott. He is a halfback, 65 overall. But we haven't put any scholarship. We haven't given him any notice besides points. Sometimes that can be the factor. You see a lot of these guys still have us in their top 3 as we go down the list. Davis, Williams, Jansen. List goes on and on and on. But it just goes to show that we can still get decent enough guys even without putting scholarships or scouting towards them. So while we do all this, once again, it's just a kickback episode really. We're going to recruit some guys. We obviously have already tampered with it. We're offering scholarships, and it's going really well. So I think this year is going to be a great year. I think I said what we might go is 6-7 or 7-6 down the stretch at the end of the year. So we'll see if I'm right on that. I think I want to say 7-6. Not too sure about that though, but recruiting, it's simple as that. When you have the pieces already set in place on the big recruiting puzzle. And there we go, recruiting done like that. So, not so hard, not so tough. And now we're going to go look at the top 25 ACC Atlantic, I want to say, division for all that good stuff for the standings. We'll start with the top 25, and then we'll close it out with the Heisman so far. So at number 1, should be no surprise, Nick Saban, Ohio State Buckeyes. 2 through 5, Oregon, Texas A&M, Texas, South Carolina, trying to get my bearings. 6 through 10, Iowa, Michigan State, Georgia Tech, Notre Dame, Florida, 11 to 15, Virginia Tech, LSU, who we lost to in the Music City Bowl. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Arizona State, Tennessee, Bama, that's a really big surprise. They're 15, but they lost to Wisconsin. It looks like by a pretty hefty margin, so that's why they've dropped. Wisconsin, Oklahoma, Nebraska, FSU, UCF, your 16 through 20. Another big surprise out of the American Athletic Conference. They played FCS. They're not going to get any recognition. 21 to 25. Ole Miss, UCLA, San Diego State, Georgia, Michigan, and other receiving votes. 26 through 30. 26 Virginia, 27 Miami, 28 Louisville, 29 USC, and 30 is Connecticut. Miami, Virginia dropped out, but they are right on the cusp of coming back in. So now, I know it's only been 2 weeks, or 1 week, but we have to take a look at the Heisman. It's something you have to do. And right now, Taysom Hill, the senior for BYU, leads the charge. Duke Johnson second, Jeremy Hill third. He killed us in the game, in the bowl game. Everett Golson fourth, and Johnny Football is fifth. He's a senior redshirt. So a lot of these guys you might remember. Hill for the Bengals, Manziel for the Browns, Duke Johnson for Cleveland. Just crazy how they can stay virtually at their college and see where they end up. So now conference standings times. Let's go to ours. And we're only going to check out ours, and it is the Atlantic. ACC Atlantic, no one has played conference yet. Don't expect them to until week 3, at least for us. We play NC State, but it's FSU and NC State, top 2 at 1-0. Boston College, Clemson at 0-1. Maryland, Syracuse, and ourselves have yet to play. Coastal, their ACC. Nobody has won. Miami, Virginia, your 2 losses. Remember, those were the 2 teams that dropped out. So we're going to advance it one final time here. We're going to at least prep ourselves for the Vanderbilt Commodores at BB&T Field. We will not play it. We'll prep ourselves. And next time you see this Wake Forest episode, we will have some football. Week 1, technically for us, Week 1 kickoff for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. So guys, as this simulates the end, I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Once again, if you enjoyed any part of the video, thank you guys for all the support. We're closing out on 100 subscribers in less than a year. That's absolutely outrageous. It's mind-blowing. I thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. It's been crazy just out of face cam. So go check out the GTA video I posted today, or 2 days ago, not today. And it has face cam. We just did some flight school, and it was really awesome. So as this closes out, we will get set to play Vanderbilt. You guys will see that. Tanner Price and company will lead the charge. We have a lot of wide receivers leaving or that have left. We have a lot of defensive guys like Mero Noel that left. And it's time for football. Week 3 is coming up next time.